Hello science fans, my name is Vivian, and this year I'm doing cloud seeding. My question that we're going to try to answer today is, can cloud seeding introduce rain in dry regions? So we're going to do a simple experiment called a cloud in a jar. So we're going to have some tin foil, and we're also going to have some cotton so we can measure the precipitation with these cups. So we're going to have them labeled clouds so we don't get them mixed up with the silver hydrosol ones. We're also going to use a match, so then when we light it, it'll create particles for the water to latch onto to create the cloud. We're going to use some hot water in the bottom of the cloud to form some kind of foggy stuff, aka the cloud, and we're also going to use some ice to put on here to make it work. This one, you might be asking, what's silver hydrosol? Well, silver iodide is what they use for cloud seeding, but since silver iodide is kind of expensive, we're going to use the silver hydrosol. So, let's get started. We're going to get our hot water off the stove. And as you can see, some steam is already about to commence. Now let's light our match and get going. I already kind of see the cloud. Now let's add our ice. And we can already see a cloud. So now let's grab some more hot water. Get a little bit more ice in this one. So now they're even. They both have 4. So now let's wait. You can kind of see this cloud is starting to kind of dissipate more. But you can see little raindrops on the side of the jar. The reason why we put hot water in the bottom is because when it reacts with the cold water, it will create a steam or a fog. Probably a fog, because the steam comes from the hot water. From here, you can kind of see the silver hydrosol in the water. This one, I noticed that there's smaller raindrops. This one, I see that there's bigger raindrops, but there's less smoke. If you look closely at this one, which I don't think you guys will be able to see, but you might, you can kind of see the smoke inside, kind of forming to the edges and making some of these little precipitation drops, we're going to call them, just to be scientific. We're going to use, you can kind of see them attaching to the precipitation drops, the smoke is. So this project, like this one, is almost practically done with the smoke. But sometimes you can see little raindrops fall from them. So you could probably see like a little ripple in the water if one of the raindrops fall. I see that right here we have some big raindrops and they're all kind of in a line. So hopefully one of these raindrops will commence and they'll fall down and make a raindrop. So as you can see here, you can kind of see that both clouds are starting to dissipate. But I think soon enough, we're going to have a raindrop fall out of this one. So, let's start a time lapse. Let's see how much precipitation they got. So first we're going to take off these melty ice cubes. And what I noticed while we're talking about this one still has a little bit of fog left in it. or kind of like smog in a way. And also, what I noticed is that you can see drips, but I don't think the phone can see it. What I noticed while I was watching this is you could see drips coming down on the edges. You can definitely see some rain on this cotton ball. I'm gonna let that soak in there so my hands can dry. Let's squeeze out this water. Well, looks like in this one, ooh, we got a little out of it. So that's that cotton ball. I think I've milked it all out of there. So this isn't that much, but you can kind of see a difference in it. It looks like this one has a little bit more. Let me get this one back out. But this one, you don't have that much. From this one, you only had like not even a millimeter of water. But you can still see a little bit of it. So if I grab these two guys, even them out, I can definitely see more water in the silver hydrosol one. So that proves from my hypothesis that yes, I can, or somebody or a company can introduce rain in dry regions with probably silver iodide, but you could probably use silver hydrosol. So that was my science experiment. Now let's hope that we can get more rain in dry places.